All right, guys, we're doing a dual review today. Friendship and Fight or Flight are duking it out for what you should see in the theaters this weekend. And let's see how these movies stack up against each other. I'm going to start off this review with Friendship. I went to see this the other night and it was a packed house. You guys, I forgot the magic of going to the movies and being in a packed theater. It was so wonderful to enjoy this movie with other people who were laughing. The theater erupted so many times. It was a really positive experience for me. So let's get into the details of Friendship. This is a movie that stars Tim Robbins and Paul Rudd along with Kat Mara. So Craig and Austin are our two lead characters. The dynamics here are really amazing. Of course, Paul Rudd and Tim Robbins knock this out of the park with their comedic timing. I was really impressed with Tim Robbins. I haven't seen him in anything else, so this is my first experience with him. But Craig and Austin get introduced, and Craig's character is really sort of overwhelmed and delighted by this new friendship. He is inspired by Austin's character. And it's cute to see his life kind of transform as he's getting this great friendship. Some things happen, and as we see in the trailer, the friendship goes south. You feel really bad for him because it feels like it's a giant misunderstanding in a way. Or maybe he's really crazy. You know, you're trying to piece it together. The movie's trailer has the exact vibe of the movie, but I wasn't expecting the way that they played this movie out. It was actually really hard to predict and surprising to watch. You know, you don't know what he's gonna do next. You sympathize with both of these characters. You know what Craig's feeling and you feel bad for him, but you also like, okay, Austin, I would probably do the same. That was really weird. Poor Craig, he just makes these bad decisions one after the other that lead into this chaos. I really enjoyed the unpredictability of this movie. It's incredibly ridiculous and silly. Something that just really stood out in this movie was the comedy and the way the movie plays into the comedy. It goes in this way of slow pans at the characters and just really awkward music kicking up. It is just super silly and actually really fun. Not a lot of great things happen to our characters. There's some jokes in there that I probably personally wouldn't laugh at, but I laughed at because of the way that it was acted, the way that it was executed, and it does everything in its power to surprise you, to make you laugh. And I really appreciate that about this movie. To see a comedy in the theaters, I haven't seen one in so long, and I don't think I've ever laughed so much in the theater. It's been a long time. And my theater was erupting every few seconds. I really enjoyed Friendship. I'm very surprised to say that because I thought A24 was going to turn me off somehow at some point in this movie. This one is really fun and silly, and I highly recommend you go see it. I kind of want to go back because laughing that much in the theater and the experience that I had was so fun. And now let's get into Flight, or did I say Flight Risk at the beginning of this? As we segue into Fight or Flight, these movies have a common thread. Let me know if you see them both. If you catch this common thread, it is a very prominent element in both films. I was actually shocked. If you know it and you've seen them, comment below what that is. Let's get into our review of Fight or Flight now. If it stacks up against Friendship. The Josh Hartnett resurgence, and I am so happy about it, you guys. I actually really like Trap. I know. I love Trap. I love seeing Josh Hartnett come back. He is an excellent actor. He was great in Oppenheimer. He's doing a great job with these characters and these roles, and he's ready to get back out there and be in film, and I'm here for it. He has to get on this plane and track down the ghost, or they don't know who it is, and he winds up on a plane with a bunch of other assassins who are on the same mission. This movie is also trying to be like a comedy. It's very over the top. It has like a little bit of a corny flair to it. They're trying to be like cheesy with a few things, but it's also serious. I did find a few elements in the movie surprising. The movie is very mysterious about his past, what really happened. And I liked, as we led into the opening of this film, that they were posing a lot of those questions and kind of making us wonder. But I love it when I'm questioning things in a movie. This movie is basically like Orient Express on a plane with Kill Bill mixed together, and this is Fight or Flight. They had a lot of intrigue going in the movie throughout the first part, and it gets incredibly crazy during the last. Now, I had a fun time in the theater. I will say, for me personally, because this is just me, guys, I don't like a lot of gore. So I was a little bit like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. If you're really into fight scenes and all this crazy blood, gore, and just nuts, if you like that kind of thing, you're definitely going to enjoy it. So I would say overall, it was fun to watch. It sets up some intrigue towards the end. I enjoy Josh Hartnett. The gore became a little bit too much for me. I would give it a mid-range rating because of the gore element, so it's a personal thing for me. I wouldn't go to the theaters to check out Fight or Flight, but I would go see Friendship. The winner is Friendship. I highly recommend you go see this in the theater. It definitely beats Fight or Flight in this match. Now, Fight or Flight, I recommend you see at home if you're into that stuff. Like I said, it's very like Kill Bill, and you know, Josh Hartnett is great. So give it a watch if you're interested. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments if you've seen these films, what you think of them, and which one you're most excited for. Please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.